Dar Shahran Akal asked, رجاء أينا بأمرنا وكونوا أولا لنا منا أسأل الله بفضل الله رجال الله أينا بأمرنا وكونوا أولا لنا منا أسأل الله بفضل الله رجال الله أينا بأمرنا وكونوا أولا لنا بالله أسأل الله بفضل الله رجاء الله عيننا بعون الله وكونوا أولا لنا بالله أسأل الله بفضل الله رجال الله عيننا بعون الله وكونوا أولا لنا بالله أسأل الله بفضل الله رجال الله عيننا بعون الله وكونوا عونا لنا بالله أسأل الله بفضل الله رجال الله عيننا بعون الله وكونوا عونا لنا بالله أسأل الله بفضل الله. آمين آمين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وعند 40 وإيتك خلوة أزلة رياض السلوك في دنيا المولى لا يغفر ويرحم وأنت خير الراحمين. Asking to follow our Shaykh and Mulana Shaykh and Grand Shaykh, to follow our Prophet ﷺ, reaching to blessings, reaching to heavenly worlds, heavenly knowledge, intending to do our best as much as we can do to make Haqq up to ourselves and through this world, and make Batil and Shaitan to be down and destroyed to ourselves and through this world also. We're very small creatures and weak ones and stupid ones also. So many people, they know so much. The knowledge is huge. If you read, if you thought you were smart, begin to read. And the knowledge is very small. And our power, so small. How did the big, huge figures in history do their work? How did they do what they did? Today I was thinking about Rome, the Roman Empire. I was looking at Surah Rum this afternoon. Only about the Rum. How they say, read the first 4 or 5 ayats of Surah Rum. Maybe that's in it.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام ميم. غلبت الروم في أدنى الأرض وهم من بعد غلبهم سيغلبون في بضع سنين. لله الأمر من قبل ومن بعد ويومئذ يفرح المؤمنون.
Starting with Alif Lam Mim. Shaykh Hashem, Allah bless him, Mawlana Shaykh Hashem, Allah give him long life and full power. He was speaking one time in Montreal. It was very cold. You were there. It was very, very cold weather. And he gave a talk after Fajr. There were a lot of people present. And he expanded Alif Lam Mim. He said, this is important. He made Alif Lam Mim, Ya Mim, Ya Shin. He expanded it. Alif Lam Mim, Ya Mim, Ya Shin. He added Ya Mim, Ya Shin. He said, Alif Lam Mim, Ya Mim, O Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Ya Mim, Ya Shin. Shin is the last from Surah Nas, Min Al-Jinnati wa Nas, ends with Shin. So his whole Quran by Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Alif, Lam, from Jibreel, from Muhammad, in Ya Mim, he takes the Muhammadan reality up to the end, from Fatiha up to Min Al-Jinnati wa Nas. I was saying, Gulibatu Roman Empire is victorious, is defeated, but after a few years be victorious. And in a few years, it's the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that time let the believers rejoice. Farihal mu'minin. I'm thinking, why the believers is going to rejoice if the Romans are victorious in a few years? I'm thinking, what is that? I was looking what they did. The ones who began the Roman Empire, what they did to start that empire. He thought one day, I think I'm going to make an empire. What they did. I was looking a little bit in history. The ancient people, they weren't like us. We think they're primitive and we have advanced knowledge, but they weren't primitive. They had a very acute sense of their surroundings, of the world around them. They knew very deeply about the earth, about the plants, about the wind, about the sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, where everything was moving in its orbits and the forces that's involved. They knew it very well. And for them, everything was holy. Everything about the earth and related to the earth has spiritual significance. And they never did a move without making sure everything was perfect. Prophet says, wisdom is the lost property of the Muslim. Wherever you find it, take it as your own. They had wisdom, then we don't have it now. We're not even seeing stars anymore. You see one star, it's lucky. I was looking for the moon tonight. I had my compass and I said, it's not there. Finally I looked, oh, it's there. My compass says it's there. Science. 277 degrees west. Okay. Calibrated. The moon wasn't listening to my compass. Appeared. Happy New Year, moon of Muharram. They were knowing. They knew when to begin an action, an important action. They knew when to stop. They knew when good results is going to be. They knew when bad results is going to be. We don't have any of that knowledge. But the important thing, they were connected to their spirituality. They inherited from the people who came before them, Greeks, And the Romans began, they inherited all that knowledge, and they were, how can we say, in a kind of meditation. The rulers, the emperor, the popes, before the pope even, their religious leaders, everyone was in a kind of meditation on the spiritual reality. They were thinking deeply on those things. And I'm thinking, what about for us? The Prophet said, you're the best, Quran says you're the best nation. We may be the best nation, we have the chance to be the best nation, but we haven't played our chance very well so far. You only look, they say you only know the outward looking of things, not the inward looking of things. Even before the Romans, Greeks, Plato was saying this world is only as a shadow for the reality that's beyond this world. Now science says, no, this is what there is. Physical world. No one's looking for meanings that are not physical. They say archetypes. We would say Ibn Arabi said it. He said for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as Prophet said, don't think about Allah. You can't. It doesn't fit in your mind. It's impossible. Think about His names, His attributes, and His acts, His actions. So those things, those are His signs that we come to know about Him. Ibn Arabi said, Qa'imu bizat. Allah is self-standing by Himself, through Himself. Ahad Samad, absolutely one, and Samad, not in need for anything. We have no way to, we share none of that. We're not Ahad or Samad. You can make the opposite of Ahad and the opposite of Samad, that's this one. We're in need for everything. We're between two breaths. Before, say, Najmuddin Kubra, they say, look to your breath. It's not an ordinary sound you make. Between two breaths. Grand Shaykh was saying, be thankful. Alhamdulillah, wa shukrulillah. Alhamdulillah, wa shukrulillah. If no breath coming in, we're finished. If no breath going out, finished. If going out and not coming in again, we're so fragile creatures. But we're not thinking about it. Only if something happened, you're in the hospital, now they're saying ventilators, then you think about it. Then it's too late. Allah keep us from such situations. Right? Save us from that, all of us. He said, Qa'imu bizat, Shaykh Muhammad, self-standing by himself, through himself. And muhit, what's muhit? Surrounding, like the ocean. Muhit bi sifati, surrounding everything with his attributes. Shaykh Muhammad said this world is coming into being through his divine attributes. What was that chart? Hayyun Alim, Murid, Al-Qayyid, Al-Qadir, Jawad Al-Muqsit. Looking at the Arabic to see. Hayyun Alim, alive and living. And he gave his creatures in that. And the world was coming into being. Alim, knowing and willing, wishing to do. Qadir, speaking. Qadir, powerful to carry out his will, and then coming down through two sides into this world. The hand of Jawad, the hand of generosity, the hand of Muqsit, the hand of restrictions. He made the unlimited mercy and the hand of the religious laws, so that do like this, don't do like that. And everything coming into being. They were thinking like in those days about it. They had different names and different understandings, but they were thinking how this world comes into being, how we have to move in front of these huge forces, what we're going to do. If you know that your acts are coming either from the hand of generosity, jawad, or the hand of muqsid, apportionment, coming from there and returning to there. I'm going to do something. Something has to go back through one of those names. It has to be received. Your actions have to be received by Allah. Kullu shay'in halak min wajha. Everything disappears except its face, its intention. Going back to a name or sifat, attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If it goes to his unlimited generosity, my action is received by that, we should find good result. If it goes to the court, we might be checked. Unlimited mercy, no problem. You succeed. There's no questions to ascend. If you do something comes against the muqsid, then you have to be asked, what about this? What about that? What about this one? And then everything comes from there into this world. They were thinking like that. They were thinking like that. How things come into being. Muhit bi sifati. Shaykh Muhammadin was looking, Allah's attributes are surrounding everything. Even he made a chart. Look and see when you meet someone which attribute is displaying. Are you seeing generous attributes, tough attributes? What kind of things, or when you're experiencing something, which attributes is showing you? Mercy or punishment? Mutajalli bi asma'i, says Shaykh. Appearing, manifesting through his names. This is coming through Rahman or Rahim. This is coming through Shadid, Jabbar, Al-Aziz, Al-Intiqam. Which thing manifesting? Intiqam, they're saying. Allah's revenge for what we did. So a room, you go to the end, Allah said, I Zahra al-Fasad, al-Bahr al-Bahr. Troubles appeared on earth because of what people did. And we let them taste that they should think about it and correct themselves. But we're not doing it. Troubles are coming, we're looking who we can blame, who we can put it off on. Who did this to me? Who did that to me? Someone did this to me, someone did that. Oh, you were perfect, but something did that to you, upset your perfection? No, we did something. We did something. At the very least, there's a saying, don't tempt the devil. Victory might be with him that day. Don't go. And Shaykh Muhammadin then said, Zahiru bi af'alik. Af'al, everything is appearing in material world through his acts. Sun is rising, and moon is setting, coming the degrees it likes to come to, not with my compass. Stars is shining, coming warm in the summer, cool in the winter. So all different. His acts. And all of it is Zahir bi af'alik and Batin bima ya'lamu ilad. Unseen, so what no one knows except him. He is behind everything. I was with you everywhere and every place, but you didn't used to think about it. I was listening to Shaykh Hashem's talk about today. He was saying that Awliya, like him, like Maulana Shaykh Nazim, the Grand Shaykh, are dressed with heavenly attributes. You can't say divine attributes, say heavenly attributes. They're knowing also what Allah wants them to know. They can know, they can see, not like us. I was with you every time and every place, but you didn't used to be aware of it. Also, Prophet has to be aware. So I said, and Awliya, they have to be aware. As a help for us to correct ourselves. To correct ourselves. Everyone knows, for instance, the speed limit on the highway. We don't care, but if you see the policeman there, you can slow down. To be a reminder, my Shaykh is looking at us. We forgot Allah is looking at us. To know that we're under observation and to be also an observer. Watch. I am with you, watching. When you're keenly, Allah say, I witness. Watching me. I witness, Holy Quran says, I witness to your, whatever you're doing, whatever work you're involved in, when you're deeply engaged in it, deeply concentrating, I'm witness. You're deeply observing and concentrating, Allah is witness under it. You have to think like that. I'm looking with my Lord's power, or my Lord is looking at me while I'm looking. Or I'm looking through my Lord's power, through my Prophet's power, through my Shaykh's power. All this to try to change our mentality, to try to be busy with higher worlds, higher knowledge, not only to be on the basement level for everything. Asking a higher knowledge to get up. If we don't give any attention to that, how do you expect to get up? If all the attention is given to the lowest level of life, how we're going to get up? Think about my signs, says Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inna fi dhalika la'ayat, afala yatafakkarun. There are signs, everywhere you see signs. Outside yourselves, on the horizons, and in yourselves. Look deeply at my signs and think about it. Think about it. Maulana Shaykh Nazim, Allah bless him. He said it should be a door for you to get in. To get in here, or here, or here, to understand something, apprehend something, pick up something on your radar of Allah's asma or sifat or af'al, something to make you to come to a higher level, higher understanding. When you reach it, continue, go more, go more, go more. We have to begin to think about it. To think about it. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Sayyidina Walina wal Akhirin. Sayyidina Muhammad. Subhanallah. They took away the figure of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Prophet is the way up. It's not important to make on this globe a government that's going to become ruins. Everything has its time, says Allah. Look at the ruins of the ones who went before you. Prophet was going with Jibreel, and they saw Adam and his zuriyat, his generations. And the Prophet said to Jibreel, Ya Jibreel, how long since Adam until the last one of his zuriyat, of his generation? And Jibreel said, Allahu Alam wa Rasul, which Adam are you talking about? Which one you mean? He said, why, there's more than one? He said, you know better, but from what knowledge I was given, there's 124,000 Adams. Each one coming with his generation, Allah knows how many millions and billions coming to their end, going to their judgment. There's a new one coming. They asked, well, Shaykh, were they like us? He said they were like them. Each one like themselves. How many Adams? How many? So what we're going to establish on this world? Nothing. He said they've been working on dunya since not the first Adam, the 124,000 first one. They never finished, they're never going to finish it. They've been working on dunya. Everywhere you can go, we're remodeling. They tear down the porch and put a new porch. They tear the roof, put a new roof. They put the air conditioner, put a new air conditioner. They put the wall, put a new wall. And then after a few years, they take that wall down, they put a driveway. Then they put a porch. Then they put a patio. Then it starts all over. Then they tear it down, put a new building. That's earth. That's dunya. Prophet was not calling people to dunya. Calling people to something else, to the Lord. The Shaykh said, be Rabbani. Be after Allah. Try to reach higher worlds. And Allah grant us to think about these things. Think about it. Meditate on it. Pick anything from his signs. Meditate on it. Look at the sunrise. Look at the sunset. Look at the sun shining. Look at the clouds. Look at the rain. Look at anything. Look at the politics even. Look how people are fighting with each other. Look deeply, you should see something. You should begin to see something. May Allah grant us. Keeps us under to reach to the blue dome that Mawlana was speaking about. May He make us to reach to the protection of Awliya. Awliya are under my domes. No one knows them except me. May He make us to be with them under those domes, looking to heavenly lights and worlds. بحرمة الحبيب بحرمة الفاتحة. آمين آمين آمين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد. You make zikr first or pray first? Zikr.